What is going on, guys? Cloud Envy here, and I'm bringing you a Week 7 match against my boy Jspeckz, who did very, very well. He brought a lot of stuff I didn't expect. Did not see the sloking happening. I'm very okay with it. We have a lot of ways around it. Latios, again, we have a lot of ways around it. I'm very okay with that. That extra is probably scarfed. Mammoth Swine is going to cause problems. I didn't expect him to bring it, but we're going to see what we can do about that. Absol we should be able to handle, as long as it doesn't get that Swords Dance up. If it gets a Swords Dance up, then we're in a pickle, because I really don't have anything that wants to eat a hit from Absol, especially a Stab +2 Sucker Punch. That's going to be ass. Past that, Miltank did not prep too well for that Miltank at all. We do have Red Rocket and Zapdos and God of War can hit specially, so that's going to be good. But let's jump right into this one. Red Rocket is going to be on point for us. As he starts with Super Cow, I was really hoping he was going to either start with Absol or the Slow King as per usual. But went for the U-turn, and as soon as he stayed in, I'm like, oh my god, this thing has counter. That's disgusting. There was no reason to stay in on that. Unless he really expected the U-turn, or he didn't care enough about Miltank, but sure enough, he had the counter. So Zapdos is going to eat that, like, 20% damage. That's not that bad. Counter, which was meant for an Infernape from that kind of hit, not that bad. But he switches out into this Snuffy. I figured he was probably going to switch out, so we just went for another U-turn. Yeah, we got 4 Mons on this team that know U-turn or Volt Switch. Excuse me. We already get the fuck out of there. I'm going to go into Swampert. He didn't bring Entei, so this is kind of our designated Mammoth Swine wall now. But he came back in the Freeze Dry. That was out of left field. Didn't expect that one. We do get our rocks up. Outside of this Mammoth Swine, who was obviously prepared for Swampert, we really don't have that much use for it. We could use it to try to wall the Excadrill, but at the same time, I didn't have anything that wanted to eat and attack from this Mammo. We just let Swampert drop there. But we're going to scare this Mammo out. He's going to go into Slowking, expecting close combat, but we go for the U-turn again. By this point, he's got to know our Scarf. We've only been using U-turn. But this team is really just made to scout. So we're going to go into Stabby. Luckily, it was on a switch, so we don't have to worry about eating an attack. Plus, we are naturally faster than this Slowking, so we can get the Mega Evolve off. He had to know we were going for U-turn again. But he brings in Super Cow. Look at that blue dancing cow. Like, props to all you guys who get the cow and chicken reference. Props to all you guys who know what cow and chicken is. But we do Mega Evolve. We're going to get that clean U-turn. And this team is really doing what I wanted it to. I wanted to scout, and I wanted to be ready because I expected him to be switching into his core a lot. But that's going to give us a nice check back in a Stormcaller. Now, we were doing really well up to around this point. Because he goes for the Stealth Rocks, which I really should have predicted. I thought he was going to switch into the Excadrill or the Mammoth Swine, so we went for the Heat Wave. Now, this Miltank is Thick Fat. I did not expect Thick Fat. Miltank, I really thought he was either going to go Scrappy or Sap Sipper. Mainly because I forgot it could get Thick Fat. But I really should have expected that one. Especially with so many fire types on my team. I figured we just U-turn out of there. I really thought he was going to switch again. I don't know why I keep predicting these switches. So we're going to go into Bruce Willis, the Unbreakable Foragerous. And that, oh my god, this Miltank is just such a hassle for my team. It's so difficult to get around. He's going to go for that Body Slam, just whacking us with those nice blue udders. That didn't come out well. I'm sorry. But we get paralyzed right there. Luckily, we do get the Rapid Spin off, so we can get those rocks away. Now, it really doesn't matter a whole lot, because Miltank's one that set him up, we can just throw him back up again. So we just went for another Stealth Rock, or another Rapid Spin, predicting that. So he gets his rocks up again, and we're paralyzed. And I'm like, well, this is Some great mid-game action. just got my paralyzed fortress sitting here getting smashed by a cow. So he goes for another body slam. It's really not doing a whole lot of damage. It's nothing for me to really worry about. We get parahaxed again. But I'm really just glad he's not switching out. He's not taking advantage of this at all. And which to be expected. You can't really count on parahax. It's like a 25% chance. But he goes into himself, the me Excadrill. Like how I like that little dash there. But we do get the rapid spin off, which is fantastic. My team is free from the rocks. And I'm thinking, fucking perfect. This is what I was hoping for. He goes for the rapid spin. This is the whole reason we set the rocks up in the first place, was to bait this thing out so we could set up that nice revenge and kill the Excadrill. And he did divulge that it was a scarfed Excadrill, and I was just so happy with that. But he brings in Snuffy, this pain in the ass Mamoswine. Who's also carrying Hidden Power Fire, by the way. I don't know how we tank that. I really don't. I guess because we're running max HP, but we go in for another revenge and take out the Mamoswine as well. That is 2 direct kills with a fortress, and I'm on cloud 9. I am on cloud 9 right now, because this is going exactly how I was hoping it would, with the exception of Swamper's death. Now I switched out because I really expected him to set rocks back up. I should not have. I really should have just gone for a rapid spin, just to be safe, because God of War comes in here, eats this body slam, not too badly either, but we do get paralyzed again, which is really painful. Now that poor prediction, it kind of set me on point, because I wasn't really thinking about the big picture here. Obviously I was going to be carrying Focus Sash, and he switches into What Pants to take my Focus Sash, and if I wasn't already on point, now I'm hitting that point, because it's like, man, not only did I just make God of War lose HP and get paralyzed for no reason, but we wasted an entire attack too. So we're going to switch back into Bruce Willis just to kind of sack him off, which I really should have done in the first place, honestly. And there was no reason God of War had to come out. We could have just let Fortress die, go into something else, and U-turn. But Stabby's going to come out here. He's going to go for the U-turn, and we are going to take out that Slow King, who is specially defensive. And I feel like that should have been a chance kill. I don't know if that was 100% or not. But this is perfect, because we can go back into Red Rocket, who outspeeds his entire team. And if we don't like what's coming, like this cow, we can just go for a U-turn and get the fuck out. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. We U-turn out of there. And I don't like this Miltank. I don't want to deal with it. We're gonna go into Stormcaller, because right now we are sitting with a 4-on-4. Still not predictable. No, 4-on-3. I'm sorry. But he sets his rocks back up, which kind of sucks, because now I don't have a spinner to deal with it. Fortress was really just our surprise offense. I mean, this entire team is offense, aside of Swamper. But I don't know. I wasn't comfortable with this Zapdos set either. I tacked on Ancient Power to take care of Thundurus, but he didn't even bring it. And then I was like, man, I should just put Defog on there. That would have been so much better. But this Miltank just eats up the Thunderbolt without a problem. We're max special attack modest, and it's just eating this Thunderbolt. It really goes to show how much HP this thing has. So we're gonna go for another one. And oh my god, it kills me, because this is around the point in the match where I start to realize, oh my god, I'm so late for work. We had this battle on a Saturday, technically Saturday afternoon. I had to be in at 1. We had that battle around like 20 of. But I should have gone for the U-turn there. He made a good switch going to Latios. And he goes for this Ice Beam. And I'm so busy checking the clock constantly that I missed... Excuse me. I missed the part where Life Orb took place. And I'm thinking, okay, if he's Scarfed, we can take it. We are holding an Assault Vest. If he's Jspeckz, we die. So we're going to trace that Levitate. We're looking pretty good. We're going to go click Shadow Ball, and... we're Assault Vested, so we can live a lot of things. But I missed the part where he had Life Orb, and that was just bad plays with God of War this entire game. Terrible God of War plays. But we go on a Red Rocket. he knows he can't keep that thing in against it. So he's going to go back in the Super Cow. I really should have gone for the close combat, but I wanted to kind of play this safe. It is now a 2-on-3, so, and Infernape scarfed, so I couldn't afford to be risky with my moves, because even if Miltank died, we would have had to hard switch into Beedrill to deal with either Absol or Latios, and knowing Mega Beedrill was my last one, he could have easily gone to Absol and just Sucker Punch to death. Beedrill's not leaving a Sucker Punch. Then we'd have to go into Infernape, and it's just downhill from there. But I feel like the best play was just to go for the U-turn. Then we can get the Mega Beedrill Miltank matchup, and then all these shenanigans are happening. It's, oh my god, this thing is such a tank. It doesn't give a shit about Mega Beedrill. Man, Miltank is super underrated. We do luck out with the poison, at least. That does happen. But he makes a really good play here. Goes to the counter. So that's a dead stabby. That's a sad dead stabby. If I were smart, I would have gone for the protect, let the poison knock him down a little more, and then poison jab, but you can't change the past. But luckily Miltank does die to that poison, so that's going to give Mega Beedrill a nice passive kill. But Red Rocket's going to jump back in here. And at this point, we're really just looking at Infernape versus Latios and Mega Absol. So we go for the U-turn, take out the Latios, and that's good news for me. I'm liking that. That's completely okay. It's just this Mega Absol, which I know U-turn does not one-hit KO. And I hate being that guy, but I'm sitting there staring at the screen and just really hoping for a crit. I'm really hoping for it. We go for the U-turn. I smacks him in the face. Doesn't kill, and my heart drops. It drops. But he goes for the Sword Sands, and I'm thinking, man, he was not confident about that. But I'm absolutely dead. Goes for the Sucker Punch, and I'm so zoned out. But we live. I don't know how we live with that. It was disgusting. This Infernape has 52 investment in HP and 4 in defense. If that Absol had been adamant, then he definitely would have won that battle. It's crazy how much a nature can change a match. But this battle was absolutely insane. Jspeckz, thank you so much. Oh my god, dude. Season 2, man. Season 2. I'm making sure we're in the same division because I want to battle you again. That was so crazy. But guys, make sure you stay tuned. We are going to have a team builder for Kingdra Plays Games and the Kansas City. Kingdra's coming up next week. Little unrelated topic, kind of related. My recording software is kind of on the fritz lately, so if you've been looking forward to our randomized 6-type Platylock, I am very sorry. I've been having a lot of trouble uploading lately. Obviously, it took me like a good 36 hours just to get this up. But I will absolutely see what I can do about fixing that. We are moving to OBS very soon, once I get done playing with it and learning a little more. But just want to let you know that. I don't want you to be alarmed. I didn't forget about you, I promise. We are going to go back to the Platylock. But guys, again, make sure you stay tuned. We are going to be battling Kingdra for our Week 8, and it's going to be intense because his team is so fucking bulky. Oh my god, there's so much bulk. But guys, until then, stay frosty.